And welcome back to this YouTube channel. Here you'll find lifestyle about living in Valencia, coaching, mindset, and much more. So, welcome back. I'm Mariam, I'm 29 years old, and it's been 5 years I'm living in Valencia. Today, I really wanted to share transparent thoughts about 5 years now in Valencia. I arrived in 2020 during COVID. I really needed a big change of life. I was living in Paris at the time. And I really wanted to live by the sea, have a slower pace of life in general. First is the overall quality of life. Valencia is full of nature. You have the huge Turia Park. Turia was a river before, and in 1977, there was a big flood that invaded the whole city. And from there on, they choose to deviate that river. Now they turn it into a huge park, which is over 8 kilometers long, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It really gives you a sense of being in the middle of the nature while being in the city center. You also have the beach, which is not the nicest in the area, but still, it does the job. When you just want to be by the beach with your thoughts, listen to music, or just have a picnic with your friends, it's literally the best option. I'm now in Malvarrosa, which is the main beach. The beach is right there, and the city is right here. So yeah, I just love the views here being by the beach. You also have the mountain, which is average 20 minutes away from here driving. You have Gilet, which is my favorite, Náquera, and all the area little north, and also leaning toward the south towards Alicante. You also have a different, more dry type of mountain. Let's jump to the cost of living. So what made me choose Valencia over other cities that I will name in other videos? Valencia used to be a very affordable city. When I arrived here in 2020, my first rent was 700 euros for two big bedrooms, a big kitchen, a big living room. It was 90 meters square. So pretty big apartment for 2-person, and that was really amazing at the time. Also, I kind of found it expensive by the time, but now I realize it wasn't. What happened? By being in so many reviews in the Forbes magazine for the best quality of life city, a lot of people started to come here to invest, to do short-term rentals such as Airbnb, which I, by the way, encourage. I like this type of investment, but yeah, it has consequences on the locals. It really soared the prices. Now, maybe the flat I was in, that was costing 700. Now, it would be really 1,200, 1,300. Now it's pretty challenging to find affordable housing. Even the most basic bedrooms are over 350, 400, up to 600 or 700. You can find all the range of prices just for a bedroom. And even a single bedroom is like 400. I will show you some examples right here of Idealista, which is the main portal to look at the housing. I remember when I arrived here, I was doing my groceries for about 30 euros a week, and now it's up to 50 or 60. It almost doubled. Because the prices on Mercadona, I go to Mercadona, really went up since, the war in Ukraine and everything. So overall, the cost of life really went up. It's still affordable, but the thing is that one of the truth is the work life here is pretty complicated. What I would recommend if you want to come to live in Valencia is to have a remote job from another country. Either the US or in other countries of Europe, but definitely not Spain. Because here, what you can expect, the entry level would be 25 to 30k gross. Most of the young people now up to 35 years old, sometimes 40 years old, still live with their parents until they get married and buy a house together. But when I arrived here, basically, I had my online business of being a coach, helping women to become entrepreneurs. And it was an amazing journey to live this change of life, to be able to really take the best of Valencia, to take my pictures, to create content, and also to have French clients working from here, which has a really, really good quality of life. And then I stopped that to become a real estate agent. So for 1 year, I was a real estate agent. Also, as you can see, we are 28th of December when I shoot this video, and it's extremely sunny. It's 16 degrees Celsius, and the weather is absolutely amazing. That's also a reason why I chose the city. When it rains a lot. We had the Dana last year, which had a lot of consequences, but still, most of the days are pretty sunny, and it's really nice to be out there, to just open your window and know it's going to be sunny. It's really nice. You can have a social life. It's much easier for so many things, or just go out and just walk by the beach. It's absolutely amazing. I live close to the beach. I made that choice lately, and I don't regret at all. Transportation is great. That was also a criteria when I came here, that there's a main airport which is pretty accessible. It's pretty easy to get there, and it has a lot of destinations. And if there is not your destination, you can still get a very cheap train to Madrid, and there you'll have all the choice. So I really like the transportation here. I like the fact that it's all flat. You can see all the bikes here and there. It's just so nice to go around biking, and transportation are amazing. So if you want to make social life here, it's pretty easy, because on Meetup you have so many type of events, very diverse, and I love it too. It's very dynamic. People are pretty creative and open-minded, and quite spiritual too. So if you are a coach or a therapist, or you just do arts or whatever, it will be a nice city here to just create a community, or gather to a community that already exists. It's pretty lively. The first year I didn't want to go to international events, because I wanted to have local friends, Spanish people, Valencian people as friends, because I wanted to know how is the Valencian life, the authentic Valencian life. So the first year I tried to find some activities like yoga, whatever, dance, and just to see where the Spanish people are at. And that's where I found about biodanza. Biodanza is a type of dance that is pretty full of expression, it's very therapeutic, and maybe I'll do another video about that. I became a teacher of that. I did the full training. That's where I did the most Spanish friends. Just found an activity that I was really enjoying, and that was full of Spanish people. That was my way too. And after that year, I was like, hey, Mariam, great. Now you have amazing Spanish Valencian friends. So you can open up to the cat community. So that's what I did. And now I have a pretty rich social life, which I'm extremely proud of, because I feel very supported. I think having an emotional support, system is so important when you live abroad, because basically you're not next to your family, you're not near your best friends that are your friends forever. And sometimes it's just tough to never feel at home, because even if it's been 5 years here and I call it home and I feel at home, I don't know if it will be home forever. And it's the same when I go back to France. I don't feel home there. And it's the same when I go to Morocco. I love Morocco, and it's my country, and I love it so much. But still, I don't know if I could settle there. So this feeling of never really being at home, I feel it's very changed when you have all of your friends that are around, and that really creates home, creates that emotional home, which I love and very proud of. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. It's pretty easy to make friends here, to be honest. It depends also where you go. Meetup is the easiest way, because there are so many cool people, very interesting people that settle here and that go to events. And sometimes it's short-term friendships, because they're like, hey, let's take a coffee, and then it never happens. But I must admit that maybe a third of my real good friends I met him on Meetup, and it's an actual friendship. So it's pretty easy, I would say. In terms of Spanish people, I don't master the topic. I know there is a lot of nightlife, and that's Valencian love to party. I mean, not all of them, but a great part of them. So maybe that's a way. In terms of meetups, they don't really know about meetup in general, so that wouldn't work. And if you want local friends, for me, the best ways are activities, hobbies that are in your district, that are with local people. I hope this video was useful, that you got as much information as you need. Don't hesitate to put in the comments the topics you want me to share, and I will be more than happy to share about it. So I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.